What's up, guys? Jason Julius here, and I want to talk to you today about something that is genuinely painful to live inside of, even when everything on the outside looks fine. Let's say you love her, she loves you, you've built a life together, you function well as a team. But if you're honest with yourself, when was the last time it felt like you were actual lovers rather than co-managers? When was the last time there was real charge between the two of you, that pull, that sense that this woman wants you in a way that goes beyond logistics and shared responsibilities? Now, for a lot of guys, the honest answer is they cannot quite remember. Not because anything dramatic happened, just because somewhere along the way, the warmth stayed, but the spark left. And now they're living with someone that they care deeply about, who feels, if they're really being honest, more like a roommate than a woman. And I want to tell you what is actually happening here and why it is not what most people think that it is. So let me start with something that's going to completely reframe this for you. What you're experiencing is not a relationship problem. It is an energetic problem. More specifically, a sexual polarity problem. And that distinction matters enormously because relationship problems get addressed with relationship tools, more communication, better date nights, couples therapy, talking more about feelings. Energetic problems, polarity problems, require something different entirely. Here is the physics of what is actually happening. Everything in the universe operates in polarity, positive and negative, north and south, hot and cold. And in the dynamic between the masculine and feminine energy, the same principle applies. The masculine energy is what I call form, structure, direction, stillness, groundedness. Think of it like a steady mountain. It's steady, solid, and unshakable. Now, the feminine energy is flow. It's movement, emotion, aliveness, expressiveness. Think of it like the river running down the mountain. It's alive and it's always changing. Now, when form and flow come together, when the mountain meets the river, you get a magnetic charge, an irresistible pull. That is what the attraction between men and women actually is at its foundation. It is not just chemistry, it is an energetic polarity. The difference between the two energies is what creates the charge. And the word difference is very important there. And here is exactly what creates that roommate feeling. When the difference between your energies collapses, the charge also collapses with it. Two mountains feel no pull towards each other, and two rivers have nothing to organize around. The roommate dynamic is the lived experience of a closed polarity gap, not the absence of love, the absence of the energetic field that makes love feel alive and magnetic rather than just warm and flat. Now, let me show you how it actually happens, because it never happens overnight. It happens through 1,000 small adjustments over months and years that feel in each individual moment exactly like what a good partner should actually do. So let's say he softens his edge to keep the peace. He stops leading on small decisions because deferring is easier. He makes himself more available, more agreeable, more accommodating. He smooths things over rather than holding his ground. He prioritizes her comfort above his own direction. He gives and he gives because that is what he was told that love looks like. But here is what is happening underneath all of that. He is adding flow to his energy. He is becoming less like a mountain and more like a second river. And nature abhors the vacuum. If he is not holding the form, the grounded structure of the relationship, someone has to. So she picks it up. She starts managing more, planning more, making more decisions, running more of the logistics. She steps into masculine function because the space is empty and someone has to fill it. Now he is operating in feminine energy and she is operating in masculine energy. And the polarity between them has not just weakened, it is effectively inverted the other way. And neither of them did anything wrong. Both were trying to be good partners, but the energetic result is that she cannot feel attracted to a man who is running the same energy that she is. And In masculine function, managing and directing and deciding, she cannot access the feminine receptivity where her desire actually lives. The charge is gone, and neither of them know why. Here is what she cannot articulate, but is experiencing in her body every single day. She is missing the energy of safe, and not safe in the sense of feeling protected from physical danger, safe in the sense of having a man so grounded, so certain of himself, so unshakable in his center that she can stop holding the structure and drop into her own feminine. She has been the mountain for so long because he was not holding the role that she does not even know what it would feel like to let go of it. She cannot relax because there's no solid ground beneath her to relax into. And she is missing the energy of seen. She feels valued and appreciated for what she might be doing around the house. You know, the mother, the manager, the partner who keeps everything running. What she does not feel is genuinely desired as a woman. Her beauty, her emotional depth, her femininity, the parts of her that are not useful or productive necessarily, but they're a huge part of her essence. You know, those are not being noticed, not being called out, not being met with real interest. She's being loved, but she's not being witnessed. And she is also missing the energy of feeling stirred. His masculine fire has gone quiet over time. There's no edge to push against, no unpredictability, no charge in how he shows up with her in his energy anymore. You know, nothing stirs her. And not because she does not want to be stirred, because there is nothing in his presence with enough masculine aliveness to reach her. This is why she says things like, I love you, but I'm just not in love with you. Or something like, I feel like we're just best friends. Or she says nothing, and maybe she just goes cold and distant, and she can't really even explain why. She's not withholding from you. She is giving you the honest report of what she is experiencing. And the report is, the charge is gone. Okay, so here's the part that most men get completely wrong. When the relationship starts to feel flat, the instinct is to do more of what has always seemed kind of like love, more effort, more niceness, more planning, more talking about it, more working on the relationship, and none of it works. And it's not because those things are wrong in themselves, it's because they are all adding more flow to a situation that is desperately starving for form. You cannot close a polarity gap with more of the same energy that actually created it. You close it by restoring the difference, by him returning to form. When the masculine presence, the grounded direction, the unshakable center that was there at the beginning and gradually softened comes back, something shifts in her. And it's not because you told her to go back into her feminine. And it's not anything was demanded or negotiated. It's just because her nervous system is designed to orientate to masculine presence. When the mountain is solid, the river finds its way back. She just cannot even help it. This is physics. Now, what does returning to form actually look like? There are 7 specific masculine energies that, when alive in a man, directly create the 3 things that she has been missing. Leadership and discipline create the safe she cannot find in you right now. Depth and passion and connection create the seen that she stopped expecting. And uninhibited desire and playfulness create the fire, that stirred energy that died quietly in the routine of a managed life. Now, that is the map. That is what the Elevated Lover framework is built around. And if you want to go much deeper on how these specific energies work, how to identify which ones have gone dormant in you, and how to begin restoring the charge in your relationship, starting within a week, I have a free training that walks you through all of it. Head over to elevatedlover.com and watch the Her Primal Desire Code video. It takes everything that I introduced in this video and goes much further. It will change the way that you see your woman, yourself, and what is actually possible between you. And it's completely free. The link is in the description, so make sure you check it out. Now, if this video spoke to something you have been living with, hit that thumbs up button because it genuinely helps more guys who need to hear and find this content. Make sure you're subscribed because there's a lot more coming up on this. And Leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. I want to hear what resonated, and I will see you in the next video.